This is Public Safety in Focus. Christine Ahrens never expected a vehicle to pull out in front of her car, but properly restraining her children in car seats and buckling herself prepared the mother of three for the unexpected. Christine joined the Department of Public Safety to announce the Click It or Ticket Extra Enforcement campaign.
It's our number one job to keep our children safe and to keep ourselves safe. And car seat safety and seat belts are one of the most important ways that we can keep ourselves safe and our children safe when the unexpected happens.
Extra seatbelt enforcement continues through June 3rd. We all know that phone service can be spotty in an emergency or during a large event. Now imagine being a first responder and having to send and receive information using the same service. A dedicated wireless broadband network known as FirstNet could solve that problem. With the contract finalized, Emergency Communication Networks is guiding Minnesota agencies as they consider signing up for the network. State Fire Marshal investigators are joining with the local authorities and asking the public to come forward with information about a suspected arson that happened earlier this month at the Ann Lake campground in the Sand Dunes State Forest near Zimmerman. The blaze destroyed a 4-H-owned bunkhouse just weeks before camp was set to begin. Call the Minnesota Arson Hotline with any information. As the weather heats up, so does the danger on the roads. Memorial Day marks the beginning of the 100 deadliest days on Minnesota roads. Preliminary numbers show that the 100 days between Memorial Day and Labor Day last year accounted for 121 fatalities on Minnesota roads. That's 34% of all traffic deaths in 2017. Stay safe this summer by driving distraction-free, slowing down, buckling up, and always plan for a sober ride. Lightning, thunder, hail, and flooding. Minnesota summers are beautiful, but the severe weather that comes with them is no joke. Homeland Security and Emergency Management Director Joe Kelly emphasized that point during a conversation on the weather with WCCO Radio.
At the top of our list, the thing that causes most damages, most disasters, if we want to use that term in Minnesota, is the weather.
Director Kelly encourages all Minnesotans to have an emergency plan in place at home, at work, and at the cabin so they can stay safe during severe weather. A California man has been sentenced to 26 years in prison on federal drug trafficking charges. Marco Antonio Avila led a Rochester-based drug trafficking organization that distributed methamphetamine and cocaine throughout Minnesota. BCA narcotics agents led the investigation with the assistance of many local, state, and federal agencies. The Minnesota State Patrol welcomed 31 men and women as new State Patrol troopers. The 59 State Patrol Academy class included men and women from 21 to 49 years of age, 12 military veterans, 7 people with prior law enforcement experience, and 8 women. The new troopers spent 17 weeks training at Camp Ripley and are now patrolling with experienced troopers as they complete their field training. Motorcycle riding season is ramping up. Motorists should continue looking twice for motorcyclists all season long. Riders should do their part to stay safe and visible out on the road by wearing brightly colored protective gear and being prepared for inattentive drivers. And that's Public Safety in Focus.